After however many decades since the original films and specials, we finally get a modern Peanuts movie. Apparently there have been some specials since the original ones, but nobody ever talks about those. I only just now found out about them when looking up to see if there were other specials. But this movie has definitely been talked about. Now, I never really got into the Peanuts gang as much as other people did, but I did watch the specials when I was little, and I respect the legacy that it's left behind. But when I heard there was going to be a 3D animated movie made by Blue Sky Studios, I was kinda, that might be bad. I mean, Blue Sky isn't the worst 3D animation studio out there, but the countless Ice Age sequels don't really help its reputation. But once the teaser for the Peanuts movie came out, people had a big sigh of relief. The look of this movie is unlike any other 3D movie I've seen. It has this faux 2D look with some occasional 2D lines, and it looks as if they translated the comic directly into 3D. It looks really good. It definitely helped keep the charm of it. But then another trailer came out and people's sighs of relief turned into groans, because there was a pop song in the trailer. Now thankfully in the movie itself, there's really only a couple of pop songs that aren't that very long throughout the whole movie. The rest of it is completely instrumental. And they do an excellent gag with the 20th Century Fox fanfare. You'll just have to see the movie to find out what that gag is. Now, the story of the movie is pretty simple. It of course focuses on Charlie Brown, and he's infatuated with the little red-haired girl that lives across the street from him. But throughout the movie, there's a bunch of little gags that happen to him, and they're all loosely connected by that main story of him being infatuated with that girl. There's also these sort of breaks in between where Snoopy is writing a story about the Red Baron, and it plays out in his imagination, which to be honest isn't really my favorite part of the movie because I never really understood the infatuation with Snoopy and Red Baron. I know there's like an NES game with him in it and like a PS2 game too, but honestly that's just me. Which reminds me, I have been seeing these reviews that say, oh, I don't like the Peanuts characters, so I don't like this movie. It's like, well, if you don't like the Peanuts, then of course you're not gonna like it. Critics like that always really confuse me. All of the characters in the movie are just what you think they are. They're the characters from the Peanuts comic strip. And I gotta say, the child voice actors did an excellent job. I think they tried to find kids that sound as close to the original cast as possible, because everyone in this movie sounds great. You're gonna hear them and say, oh, that's Charlie Brown, that's Sally, that's Linus. Overall, this movie is a very respectable adaptation of the comic strip, and a worthy addition to its legacy as an American icon. So if you've seen the Peanuts movie, tell me what you thought down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'd like to give thanks to my patrons this month. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really helps out a lot. And if you'd like to support me, click the annotation for the Patreon link. And if you want more movie reviews, click the playlist. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.
Like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to